Humans are creatures incapable of sustaining our own existence. From birth, we are biologically and spiritually wired to need resources from outside ourselves just to survive. But this creates a problem. If needing things is natural, why do the objects that look so good to us often end up causing the most profound pain? The Genesis creation account establishes a baseline where God brings order to the cosmos and defines the world as tove, a Hebrew word meaning good. The Garden of Eden narrative describes the trees there as chamad, objects designed to be desirable to the eyes. Feeling desire, or chamad, for something beautiful and good is an intended part of the human experience. It is a healthy response to a harmonious world. Wanting things is a feature of living in a good universe, rather than a flaw in the human condition. This harmony fractures at the tree of knowing good and bad. There, the narrative introduces a different, more volatile type of desire. The language shifts to the Hebrew word tava. This describes an intense, consuming physical craving, an appetite that demands satisfaction by overriding logic. The woman chooses to trust her own eyes, satisfying her immediate craving rather than relying on God's protective wisdom. The fallout is immediate. Instead of gaining ultimate wisdom, the humans find themselves facing sudden vulnerability, shame, and fractured relationships. The New Testament intentionally replays this crisis. It presents Jesus in the wilderness as a direct parallel to the humans in the garden. The setting is a barren wasteland instead of a lush garden, but the test, revolving around food and physical desire, remains identical. The tester challenges Jesus to use his power to instantly satisfy the intense biological craving of a 40-day fast. Jesus chooses to trust the Father's word over his own biological hunger, succeeding where the first humans collapsed. True humanity is defined by the willingness to trust God's boundaries over the loudest demands of our own appetites. Broken humans face a daunting task in trying to mimic that response when our own cravings feel completely overwhelming. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus offers the Lord's Prayer, a tool that allows his followers to practice the same orientation of the will he used to defeat the tester. The prayer hinges on the phrase, "Thy will be done," utilizing the Greek word philema, a deep intention or desire. Praying this is an act of surrender, an invitation to unravel our tangled cravings and weave them into the consistency of God's perfect desires. The Apostle Paul later contrasted these states. Unchecked craving destroys us, while a desire retrained by the Spirit produces peace and self-control. We engage this retraining through ancient spiritual disciplines, including regular rhythms of prayer and fasting. Fasting and prayer teach our bodies and minds that we do not live by the power of instant gratification alone. Becoming truly human involves the patient process of bringing our desires into God's presence for healing.